Hey friends, welcome back for another chit chat right along with me video. So in today's video, guys, just a little chit chat. So I am on my way. You remember when I said in one of the previous videos that I'm gonna be doing some volunteer work at East Carolina University Medical Center, and I got my paperwork and everything processed yesterday, and some blood work. So there were a couple of vaccinations that they needed that I thought that I would be able to pull up online from my records in Pennsylvania. So I didn't let them draw that blood, which I should have. So in saying that, I tried to pull up the records, and I was actually only able to find one vaccination. So that means that I am going all the way back to their occupational health department and get 2 tubes of blood drawn, which I just should have went ahead and let them do it yesterday. But me trying to be fancy, I can do it, I can pull it up from my old records, I can pull it up, and it was only 3 tubes from one stick. So now I got to get a second needle stick just to pull up 2 more tubes of blood. But it's okay, because the girl that actually did the blood draw, the nurse that actually did the blood draw, she was really, really gentle. I barely felt the prick of the needle, and I am terrified of needles. I do not like to get my blood drawn, no matter what. But at least I'll have it on somebody's record now. I didn't even think about to see if the volunteer service department that I worked at in Pittsburgh had it, but I don't even think that they draw for that. I think only thing they did was just give me a flu shot. And I did get the flu shot as well here. And again, it didn't hurt. My arm's not sore like it usually is whenever I get a flu shot. So again, the young lady that did it, she was absolutely outstanding, because I felt my arms not hurting. It's a little sore, but I've been massaging it, lifting my arms up and down, so that's great. So the and look at these people that don't know how to park. And the other thing that I want to talk about today, guys, is Social Security. So I applied for my Social Security at the age of 62. And everybody wants to know, well, why are you applying for Social Security so early? So for me, I did the math, and 1 minute. I actually, I did the math, and I did the math, and wait a minute, let me get this water open. Good Lord. There we go. I got it. Okay. So I did the math, and the amount that I would get now compared to if I wait till I'm 67, the amount then, okay, it would only be a $600 a month different. Okay, some might say, wow, $600, that's a lot of money. But you guys gotta think, that's in 5 years. That's in 5 years from now. I don't know if I'm gonna still be around in 5 years. By the grace of God, I pray that I am. But a $600 difference over 5 years, in 5 years, it's not gonna break me, because then they're also gonna tax that $600 added on to it. So I decided that I wanted to go ahead and apply for my Social Security now and get my money now. If worse comes to worse, which I don't think it will, I can just get a little part-time job, as long as I don't make over, I think they said I can't make over $1,800 a month, and I would be good. So I'm applying for that. But the funny thing is, when I was applying for it, and they do research of your earnings from when you first started working, you know, they go all the way back from your first job. Well, one of my first jobs, when I was about 18, at this place called Westwood Nursing Home, which has filed bankruptcy, and they are no longer in business. So the amount of the earnings that they reported, there was some discrepancies in it, and I had to call the IRS to find out what the true earnings were. And do you know that the IRS said that their records do not go back that far for my earnings, so they couldn't give me the information. So then I had to call the lady back at the Social Security office and explain to her what the IRS said. She was just as shocked as I was. And she said, well, I'm going to go ahead, do some investigation, unless you're sure you remember that you worked there. I said, yeah, I remember. After me and you got done talking, and I started thinking about the first jobs that I had, then I remembered that job, but I can't tell you how much I made. That was in 81. Come on, this is 2024. Of course I'm not going to remember. So in the end, she said she's going to go ahead, process my claim so I can get my first payment in November. And if anything, she said it's only going to make a difference of $2. $2? Come on, $2. She was sweating me over $2, and I did all that legwork, calling the IRS, calling her back. I was livid, but she was so nice and polite. It's going to get processed, over and done with. So guys, make sure that you check your earnings from when you first started working with the IRS, so you'll have those on hand when filing for Social Security. Bye guys.